athlete Sweetwater Clifton overcame a lifetime of barriers and discrimination to become one of the first African Americans to join the NBA. His life story inspired a new film. It's called Sweetwater, and it's premiering tonight at the Boston Film Festival.
I coach a team called the New York Knickerbockers.
Dick McGuire's on your team?
Yes, he is.
He can shoot that ball.
Yes, he can.
Ain't no Negroes playing your league. That ain't no secret.
It's not going to be like that forever. I think that you can help make the change. No, I mean that.
You're looking live there now. We have Everett Osborne, born and raised in LA. He is starring in Sweetwater, which you just saw a little clip of for tonight's premiere, and he's here in our studios live. Everett, I have to say, not everybody knows the name Nathaniel Clifton or knows him as Sweetwater. How do you hope this film changes that, and what was his journey like to get to the NBA?
I think his journey as any trailblazer was a transformational journey full of obstacles that he had to kind of endure. He didn't know that he was going to be this heroic figure. And I think with Nathaniel Sweetwater Clifton, whose real name is actually Clifton Nathaniel, his mom changed it growing up once he moved from Arkansas to Chicago. I think his name represents something that all humans represent and strive for, which is freedom, breaking boundaries, breaking barriers. He served in war and fought for our freedom. So I think hopefully people leave a better person and just more sensitive to who he really is.
Yep, he broke a lot of barriers. He started with the NBA signing in the 1950s. That's after Jackie Robinson, broke the color barrier for baseball.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what was that like, and how do you kind of channel your own experience to play this role?
You're right. I mean, he pretty much is the Jackie Robinson of basketball. Michael Jordan said there is no Michael Jordan without Nathaniel Sweetwater Clifton. And for me, just channeling the role, I think I had to kind of look back and to see where I went through my own obstacles of having a dream, having a love for something, and feeling like it was almost impossible, feeling oppressed in certain circumstances, and how do I lean on other people and community to push through that. So my own personal history helped me, but honestly, I had to kind of learn more about his life and absorb that new life and hopefully tell his story correctly.
How does his story resonate even today with the discussions we're having about inclusion and race in sports?
It's everything. I mean, inclusion and race in the world, truthfully, because sports is a huge, inspiration to our whole globe, honestly. And I think integration is everything. I think, when you understand that we may be a different color, but our blood is the same. You know what I'm saying? So I think at the end of the day, to the core, humans need to connect with one another, advocate for ourselves, for human values, and other people. So I think his story is really relative and important.
Okay, who else is in the cast? I know this is your first motion picture, so.
Yes, first lead motion picture, period. And I'm surrounded by a wonderful cast. Martin Gigi, director, writer. I mean, we got legends though. We got Cary Elwes, Richard Dreyfuss, Jeremy Piven, who will be at Boston tonight at the Media Lab, 7 p.m. with me. We have, Jim Caviezel, Eric Roberts. So many people showed up and showed out. Kevin Pollak. It's truly an all-star cast of people, and I couldn't be more humbled and grateful to be surrounded by them for my first film.
Okay, you're not just an actor though. You've played some ball too, right?
Yeah, you play some tennis too, right?
We both did our homework here.
We did our homework.
You were in Australia?
I was in Australia for a couple years, actually. So I played professional ball, and while I was doing that, I've also served in community and, made sure I understood that basketball wasn't just about putting on a uniform. It's about the person under it and connecting with people and using our inspiration for the right reasons.
So many boys and girls on the court are going to watch this story and learn a little bit more about history. So thank you for being part of this very important conversation.
Thank you. I received that. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Everett Osborne in the house here today. And again, Sweetwater premiering at the 40th annual Boston Film Festival at the MIT Media Lab. You have to be there. It is free.